Hello and good evening to all of those of you here on the channel this evening. My name is Cody. I am a writer. You're on my channel, and I'm doing a 90-day novel writing challenge. Today is day 14 of 90, and this is stream number 7? Question mark? I think so. So yes, stream number 7, and we're about 15,000 words in to this draft. I think we're going to be crossing the 15K mark tonight. So, but that's enough about me. Let my lovely guest introduce herself. I'm going to say hi to the chat. Also, if you're in chat, say hello. We want to say hey to all the friends that are writing with us tonight. Take it away, Charlie.
Hi, I'm Charlie, or Charlie Ray Writes here on YouTube, and I'm currently writing a dark fantasy project. I'm about 7,000 words in, just a little over. And as Cody and I were talking about before we started, both of our projects, our writing seems to be going very slow, inch by inch, but I am making it work. And I'm very happy to be here. So thanks for having me, Cody.
Anytime, friend. Anytime, truly. We can just, anytime to get on the internet and just do a little bit of yapping and writing. Also, if you're in the chat and you have any questions you want to talk about, any specific topics, anything surrounding indie publishing, self-publishing, whatever you want to ask, cover design, editing, we'll talk about it. But we want to know what you want to know. And so tell us what you want to know, you know? That was a lot. That was good. You gotta admit, I was quick with it.
You're always so quick with it. Like you just like it just like flows into one, like just I don't even know how you do it.
Listen, it's a lot of years of using humor to cope with trauma.
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
I've had a lot of practice.
I tend to go
trauma. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. I was going to be like, let's go around the circle and share our most favorite trauma. But just kidding.
I just snorted and water came out of my nose.
Well, I am so sorry, friend. I did not mean to do that to you.
No, but okay.
I figure we could start off with a little chat, though. We can talk about, are you reading anything that you're enjoying right now? Or have you read a book recently that you really enjoyed?
Sorry, I'm distracted with the water.
No, you're totally fine.
And like literally that's never happened to me before.
Really?
Never.
You ain't never just spewed like a crispy McDonald's Sprite out of your nose? Because you haven't lived.
Never. That's never happened. That was an interesting feeling, and it's like ice cold too. So.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Wow.
So what am I reading right now? That's a great question. Okay, so I'm like in the middle of reading the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I'm on book 2. I'm almost finished with it. Would I say that I'm enjoying it? That's a different story. Like I definitely prefer the series, like the TV series. I'm not a huge fan of the books. It just feels it feels very surface level to me. Like I don't feel connected to the characters as much as I did in the series, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I'm also listening to I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. So
a classic.
It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Like she had a very difficult upbringing from the sounds of it, for sure.
Yeah. I haven't read it, but I've heard it's a really great read.
I would say so. And she narrates it. Mm-hmm. So
maybe I'll listen to her like narrate it, like the audiobook. Because, oh my gosh, did you see that? I think Cynthia Erivo is narrating her new book or something. I swear I saw something that she was like in the studio recording it. And then I think it was like a book cover of like a memoir or something, a story. Like it's a book, I think, that she's writing. But
I need to look this up.
Yeah. And I was like, are you kidding me? I could just have Cynthia Erivo tell me her life story in my ear anytime.
Oh, yeah. Apparently she has. Okay, so Simply More by Cynthia Arrivo. She did that, but she's also done more than that.
I mean, she's a queen. She can do anything. She can do no wrong, truly, in my eyes.
Have you read the Children of Blood and Bone series?
I don't think so.
It's like a must read, and it's by a Black author too, which is just like another reason to support it, in my opinion. They are fantastic books. I read the first two, and she released a third one, and Cynthia, I'm just now saying I'm like on Audible. She also narrates the it looks like the third book. I'm sure she narrates the other ones too.
Oh, that's cool.
Very interesting. They're very good books, though. I highly recommend. They're like fantasy books set in like a secondary world, but it's in like the continent of Africa, and it's a very, very good. I don't know how else to describe it other than I love it, and it's magical. They're magical books. I love them.
Okay. Well, I'll have to add that to the ever growing TBR for sure.
Yeah, I'll send you the
link.
Yeah, so that you don't forget. But very good books. Highly recommend to anybody.
Heard that. Yeah, Christina says she loves those books.
Yes,
while I was on my trip, I did start reading The Dead of Summer, and I'm really enjoying it. It is like eerie and spooky, but also like kind of like campy and fun. And so I'm really enjoying that. And also, I didn't realize whenever I bought it, but it's like one of those books that's kind of told in mixed mediums. So like you'll have like one or two chapters that look like a normal like chapters in a book, and then you'll go to like notebook pages that have been like ripped from a journal that have been like copied into the book, and then you'll go to like a what do you call those things, like a recording, like a transcript of a recording that someone took like while they were doing an investigation. Like you'll have transcripts in there, and it's like all this mixed medium, but it's like the chapters are taking place before the event, and all of the mixed medium is coming from 24 days after the event. And so it's like you're slowly like going backwards and forwards and putting this horrific event together in like chronological order. And it's kind of like solving a mystery like yourself. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. And it's very gay if you like books that feature queer characters. Like literally the entire island is gay. Like there's drag queens that are like killing aliens. Like it's a great time.
Okay,
so
that.
Yeah, it's right here. The Dead of Summer.
The Dead of Summer.
Ryan LaSala.
I'm gonna add it to my TBR that I literally never am going to get.
It is a good old time. And Ryan, I follow Ryan on TikTok, which is how I found out about this book. And I've never read one of his books, but this one just sounded the most intriguing because in my mind, it sounds like The Last of Us, but instead of like fungus, it's like coral growing out of these people. And he describes the like mucus that pours, like they're drowning from the inside out, like as mucus pours from all of their like orifices. And he said it looks like when you have like oil mixed in water, like in a rain puddle, that like kind of like color, like the goldens and the purples and the blues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like that oil slick kind of look.
It's like iridescent.
So it looks like that, and then they're smiling, like really, really big.
I think you were telling me about this book the other day.
It's a creepy one for sure. And the way like he just describes the thing like crawling under their arms, it kind of gives me like the Alien movies, like the little critters that would, give me the heebie-jeebies.
I think you would like that. So this isn't like sci-fi anything at all, but it's like a mystery book, and it's sort of like mixed media because it's told in a podcast format.
Oh.
It's called Sadie by Courtney Summers.
Sadie. I think I've seen that cover or like heard that name.
Yeah, it's a serial podcast basically. It's just really good. I listened to that on audiobook. Phenomenal. It was so good.
Okay. Also, really quick, everyone in the chat, let me know what you're drinking tonight. I am drinking Kroger brand Diet Coke, and I also have ice water here. Charlie, what are you drinking?
Ice water as well that I need to refill, and I might add some flavors to it. I'm thinking either strawberry or pineapple. Maybe.
That sounds delicious. Or both. Strawberry, pineapple. I feel like that would be delicious.
The strawberry, it's like the Skittles Crystal Light. So like it's like strawberry kiwi or like I can't remember what the pineapple and passion fruit. So it's already got 2 flavors in it, but I can only really taste one.
So we're not trying to do too much with the flavors.
Yeah, that would be I feel like that would be overload.
I gotcha. Well, Jess has Sprite with cranberry. That sounds delicious.
It does sound good.
Hot cocoa and water. What a lovely variety. One for sweet and one for hydration. Water for me as well. Not a fan of soda. See, I do 1 soda a day. Like I let myself have just 1 a day because it makes me happy. It gives me a little spark of joy when I come home from work to a nice crispy cold Diet Coke.
I'm not gonna lie, the only soda that I can drink is McDonald's Sprite.
I
just like any other sodas that I have, I'm like I take like 2 or 3 sips and I can't do it anymore. But McDonald's Sprite,
you mean battery acid in a cup?
Yeah.
That thing would burn the skin off the inside neck for real.
It's so good.
Like it is so crispy.
I love how crispy it is.
Cooked from the inside out. It is crazy. But also McDonald's has the best Diet Coke as well. I don't know what they put. I don't know how they do it, what their little ratio, what their perfect ratio is. They have found it because I don't drink Sprite, but Clark loves Sprite. And for me, the crispy Diet Coke from McDonald's, it just hits different. And I don't know why. If anyone knows the secret to life and would like to share with the class, please let me know.
Because it's so crispy.
It's so crispy. Like it's so good.
Oh my God.
Oh, just don't like the carbonation. See, I love the carbonation. That's my favorite part. I want my drink to hurt a little. I don't know what that says about me.
That's why I like carbonated water, but like only if it's flavored. Because I can't do just plain. Because I feel like plain carbonated water just tastes burnt. Like I don't know how. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like it has a burnt aftertaste. I don't know how to explain it.
It does have a taste, but I don't know. I agree with you though. It is strange because I'm like, why is my water spicy? Like, like what happened here?
Like it bites my mouth. I don't know how to explain it.
A maple tea latte. That sounds delicious. Nice. Oh my gosh, I love maple anything. Truly, that's one of like my favorite like fall time. It's like I get more into like pancakes and waffles and French toast and anything that you can put some pancake syrup on, some maple syrup on. I eat those much more in the fall, winter times. So cozy. I love a pancake.
I'm all about my cinnamon rolls.
Oh God, I do love a cinnamon roll. But I eat a cinnamon roll year round. Okay, so we have a couple questions. We can answer a couple because we have a little bit of time.
Sure.
And this first one is, what do you do if there's a moment that doesn't fit the current scene or chapter but feels important for any reason, plot, character development, etc.? And it's so funny that you ask that because I am literally having a moment just like that where I'm nearing the end of Act 1 and I know that I'm about to be on this ship heading to these islands. And once we make it there, that's the end of Act 1. Before we got on the boat, I wanted there to be a scene where Asher and Luca, 2 of my main characters, have like a sparring moment where Asher teaches Luca a move before they set out on this very like dangerous journey, like just a couple things so he can like protect himself because Luca's not much of a fighter and Asher is. And I knew that scene is very important because that scene is going to come back at the end of the book. And I was like, but it doesn't fit what I have left in this part of the book. So what I'm doing is I'm moving it to now they're going to have that sparring match on the boat the first night when everyone else has gone to sleep and they can't go to sleep. So they go up to the dock, like the main deck, and have their sparring match like out in the middle of the ocean. And that ended up accidentally making the scene cooler because they're sparring under the stars in the middle of an ocean instead of in their backyard like I originally had it, you know? So maybe try to see if that same scene can fit anywhere else in like a later part of the story and still fit with everything the characters have done and know up until that point. So I get that. That's so funny you asked that. I'm literally dealing with that right now. So Charlie, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I do. I agree with pretty much everything that you said. But if that doesn't work, I would also try to see if there's a way that you can get across the same information in a different way, like approach it from a different angle. Maybe the scene that you're maybe like it's a scene where there's like a conversation happening between two characters, for example, and you want it to happen over a dinner table, but it doesn't necessarily need to happen over a dinner table. You can have it happening like on their walk to the next place, or you know, whatever. Like try to fit it in somewhere where it's not necessarily in the same setting as what you're trying to fit it into if it doesn't fit there. That's my
T. We hope you found that so helpful. And then we had one more question that I saw. What types of tropes or a fantasy do we enjoy the most? Do you want to start this one off?
Oh gosh. This is such a interesting question because I feel like I could like a lot of things or pretty much everything if it was done a certain way. So I mean, it really kind of just depends, but I would say that the things that I gravitate to the most are like new, like unique magic systems, not just like the plain run of the mill, like waving the wand or like making the potions kind of things, but just like something unique about it, or I guess like types of fantasy. I like dark fantasy and like fantasy with a lot of mythical elements. I find myself drawn to a lot. Like in my book that I'm writing, there's a lot of Greek mythology, like kind of interdispersed throughout the whole thing. So that I've kind of like twisted into my own thing. So I guess things like that. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. For me, I mean, found family all day, every day.
Facts.
I love a good like quest plot line. I love a good heist. I love a good like cult moment. You know, if any of those like plot lines are involved in a fantasy, most likely if there's like some kind of like I like The Chosen One, but I love whenever people do like when it's done like in a way that's different. Because like Chosen One is like always I love it. A prophecy, love a prophecy in a fantasy, you know, a self-fulfilling prophecy. What else?
I have so many more things to add to my answer now.
I love an underdog. Like an underdog, like coming together, like a bunch of underdogs coming together to just like, I guess that falls under found family, like a branch of found family. But yeah, those are like, if those things are somewhere, I'm probably gonna eat it up. Do you want to go ahead and add some more to your list?
Journey books. Like I like morally gray characters. Sort of like you said, like the Chosen One trope. I sort of have something similar in mind, but it's like almost like the antithesis of that, where like she is the chosen one, but like she's unexpected. Like it's not like a prophecy, I guess. Like she was put there for a specific reason, but by the wrong people. I don't know how to explain it. I'll have to explain it to you later because I don't want to give away all of my secrets. But
All the
like,
spoilers.
yeah, like I don't know, things like that, I guess.
I feel. Love that. Love that. Also, is also writing a dark fantasy / gothic fantasy. So fun.
Great.
All
Love
right,
it.
friends, we have reached the time where we are to write. 40 minutes are on the clock. Best of luck to all of you, and we will see you in 40 minutes. All right. How'd you do?
Terrible.
No, not terrible.
I got 99 words. Well, in my defense, I'm writing like
But a B ain't one. I got 99 words. You get it? Anyway,
yeah, yeah.
continue.
Okay, so I am in a difficult chapter. So I'm trying to describe. Okay, so I guess I could tell this because it's like literally in my blurb, and I've said it a million times on the internet, so it's fine. So my character has I've just written the catalyst, so my character has like gotten into a fight with her employer and has woken up and now sees herself in his body.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to describe the sensations that she's having, and I'm just like trying to put myself in that perspective, and it's like really hard to translate into words on paper. So I'm struggling a little bit with that. Also, I have a new addiction to Word Hippo. So I've been like scouring.
Is that the one that gives you like, it's like a thesaurus kind of?
Yeah, it's like a thesaurus. So you could do, it gives you a lot of really good examples for like synonyms depending on the meaning of the word. And you can do like antonyms, definitions, rhymes, what like sentences, translations, things like that. Like there's so many things that you can do on there. So I've been using that a lot to like help me figure out like different ways to say things so that I'm not relying so much on my French words, because that's one thing that I'm trying to resolve.
I
Yeah.
have so many crutch words.
It's just it's just a little difficult. So it took me a second, but
Yeah.
I wrote a solid paragraph, and I did change some things around in the previous chapter, like as I was reading through. So I feel good. How did you do?
Nice. I got about 400 words, I think. I'm at 810 for the day. And I think when we started, I was around like 400. So I had to get that, at least that many. So yeah, I have about less than 200 words to get in the next sprint. So that makes me I feel that feels very doable for me. So I
We
think
can absolutely do that.
we're going to knock that out. And maybe if I'm, an overachiever, I'll go ahead and get my nightly journaling done too. So that way after the stream, I can make me a big old bowl of honeycombs and get into bed and watch TV and just have a little bedtime snack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the dream. But let's see how chat did. Let's see. 8 Doritos that sprint, but your errand was buying snacks. So it sounds like you had a successful errand, 396 words, very nice. Wrote about 900 words that sprint.
Damn.
Awesome. 444 words. And you joined late, Cedar, too. So that's awesome that you already got 444 words. You better work.
I need that energy.
Right. 790 that sprint. Man, everyone crushed it on that sprint. 650 words, writing completely by hand.
Wow.
Love.
I need
Lambo. What'd you say?
I need to do that. I need to write by hand.
I've really been enjoying it because I've been doing my daily journals by hand, and it's just really nice. I keep the journal like on my nightstand, and I get in the bed, and the last thing that I do before I go to sleep is I just write out all my thoughts on a piece of paper, close it, turn the lamp off, and I have the best sleep ever. It's wonderful.
Facts.
I don't know if they're connected, but it's a great little thing to wind down at the end of the day. That's not doom scrolling on TikTok until 2 in the morning.
I feel like journaling is just one of those things that ADHDers just need to do because it's so good at clearing your brain out. But I find for me, like writing by hand when I'm writing for my book specifically, that's when I come up with the best prose, like first shot. So I struggle when I'm typing. It's more difficult.
That's interesting. I haven't noticed one being easier than the other as far as prose goes, but I feel like if I'm writing prose, I prefer to do it typing because I don't do well with a bunch of scribbles and scratch outs because then I'm like, this page is too chaotic. I need to throw the whole thing away and start over. So if I'm doing prose and stuff like that, then it has to be in a editor. That way I can backspace and clean up if I make a mistake, you know?
So true.
But Jackie Lambo cooked dinner during that sprint. Jasmine rice with tomato, basil, and marinara sauce plus salmon. It sounds delicious.
Sounds nice.
Got 1367 words. That's so many. That's amazing. Yeah, all of y'all are so impressive. Kicking butt. Ooh, are we sharing lines? Do you want to share a line, Charlie? You want to look for one while I read a couple?
Oh God, sure.
Okay, you don't have to if you can't find one, but I'll go ahead and read Iz's line. I used my knife to stab their hearts, moving around their wooden limbs that were too long for us witches and the vampires, making it seem more like a monster than us. Love. Also, yes, I do want to know if we can come over for dinner because that sounds wonderful. Yes, we were talking about word hippo. Many hellos to you as well.
Hi, Hannah. I miss you.
Oh, there was a part 2. Yet monsters are based on our actions and beliefs other than our appearances. I would say I'm one with how much blood gathered on my hands. T. Okay, we love a dishwashing queen. Listen, I will do some dishes for some free food. I guarantee you I will. A line from Christina. Fire, she realized, was not quiet. It crackled and roared, and the house itself seemed to cry back in protest as its bones weakened. She tried not to think of her things inside. She had already said goodbye to the safest place she'd ever known. And after all, it wasn't her first goodbye, nor was it likely to be her last. Dang, Christina, is that first draft words?
She's got bars.
Love. Also, why is the house on fire? That's tea. Love. So many friends in the chat that I'm behind. Where's everyone at in their books? Yeah, I'm currently nearing the end of Act 1, about 15,000 words in. So that's where I'm at. Charlie, where are you at in your book?
I'm a little over halfway through Act 1 at the moment.
Nice. So we're both just digging the tunnel of Act 1.
Yeah.
I was talking to Becca Tobar earlier, and I was like, the way that this has been feeling is that it feels like I am like digging like a tunnel or like a hole, but I'm trying to like throw all this dirt out of the way, but it keeps falling back in the hole and refilling it.
Yeah.
And so like it slows down the progress of me actually getting where I want to get. And so it just that's what these last couple chapters have felt like. Is like I'm digging a hole, but the dirt just keeps falling back in the hole. Like that robot that leaks oil and is constantly cleaning up the oil around it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do know.
Like that's how I feel with these couple chapters.
That is so relatable, actually. Yeah, I feel like that too.
And I think because this is my first fantasy book, and I was also talking about this with her as well. It's like I'm 15,000 words in. So like I'm imagining like the beginning of the book and the end of the book is like one big like stretch of water. And I'm like been swimming and I'm like, all right, I'm at 15,000 words. I look back, the shore is a real far away behind me, but I'm looking ahead and I can't even see the end. And so I'm like, oh snap. Like this is gonna be tough, but we're gonna get through it and it's gonna be great. But it's a challenge for sure. And when you're in the midst of everything, it's like, oh.
Yeah, we can do it though. We got this. Just word by word.
100% word by word. I do my best to lean my body without crossing the circle to try and block the light. It feels like hours before their footsteps continue past the door leading to the gallery. I let out a sigh of relief. Suddenly the steps stopped. What was that scream? The female voice asked before the clacking of heels quickly approached. Somebody screaming. That's the tea. I don't know where I am in this story because I'm writing blind. Amen. We love headlight writing. Light is. Ooh, the light was warm and inviting, and the room smelled like bread and coffee and vanilla butterscotch. Mm,
That sounds nice.
that does sound nice. Start of Act 2, 11,450 word for a middle grade book. Very nice. I feel like that's like a really like good start of Act 2, like word count for like middle grade. So slay. Like, you know, like in my mind, I think of word counting like percentages of like save the cat, you know? So
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
okay, 20%, that's about, yeah. Because my brain just be doing math. Like it, I don't know why. Ooh, last few lines I wrote yesterday. He, my main character, poured himself a steaming cup of coffee, giving the mug a blank stare. He could only dream that the sight would do wonders for his energy level. Amen. That literally me to my cup of coffee every morning. Like, please give me the strength. Please give me the strength. About 22,000 words in, where some of the curiosity and mystery is starting to happen, as well as the romance. Ooh.
Love that.
Your MMC is going through it in this chapter. The lines are from, but it's from his own actions, though. Oh, well,
He deserves it
right? Watch out for the no fish coming. Yes, those dreaded razor fangs, the no fish. I love that you call them the no fish. Do I have them in this notebook? Or is that my other? I think it's in my notebook that's in my backpack. But the no fish is so funny. But yes, we are setting sail. They're preparing the ship now. We're actually in the scene. I almost got a little teary eyed during that sprint. I was like, let me just collect myself. I can't be crying on stream because I'm coming up on a moment between Luca and Lainey, and Lainey is kind of almost like an adopted grandmother to Luca, sort of, but like she basically was the one that saved him and Asher when they were 16 and has like been raising them and living with them the past 10 years, you know? And she kind of like took them in as like her own family. And so they're about to have like their like goodbye moment, and then Luca's finally going to like admit that like he's afraid, like he's scared, like he's wanted this his whole life, but he's terrified. He doesn't know, like now that it's here, he like isn't sure that he wants it anymore, and it's going to be that moment, and it's going to be very emotional, and it's also going to be where Lainey gives Luca his crystal.
Ooh.
So it's going to be the moment that she gives that to him, and he's like, well, what is this? And she's like, you'll know when the time is right. And that's all she says. And that's the end of the conversation. So it just made me think of me and my mom, and you know, I'm a mama's boy, and so a scene like that is just, I'm bound to cry. So
I love that.
You guys and your cozy writing. Whistles innocently. 6 chapters of heartbreak. We love to see it. It's fine. We're fine. I described what it feels like to write a novel perfectly. Oh, well, thank you. I don't remember which description
I
it
think
was
she's
because I.
the quicksand or
Oh,
the dirt
the
one.
dirt or the ocean.
Yeah.
15,000 words behind me, and there's like a whole lot more in front of me, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, but I know I can. I've trained for this.
You got it. We all got it. Everyone who's watching this right now, we can all write our books.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I didn't share a line. Do you want to share a line? Because we caught up on the chat.
Yeah, I can share a line. Do we want context?
Totally up to you. You can be context or no context.
This is the moment that the thing happens that lands Delaney in her boss's body.
Mm.
Okay.
What a crazy sentence.
It's a crazy sentence.
I was like, whoa, in her boss's what?
It is,
okay.
it is, but it's like, it is. Okay.
It's fine.
So,
sorry.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
It's okay. All right. My head tilts back, mouth wide open towards the cracked ceiling. Inky black shadow spills like liquid from my mouth, enveloping him in a tidal wave of darkness. I hear a distant scream. It curdles in my ears as the shadows blot out the remaining light. I see a flash of red before everything fades to black.
Mm, fun. What a fun
Mm.
scene. I love. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think. Oh man. I guess I'll just read the last thing that I wrote. Um okay. But what? Asher's tone suddenly takes on a suddenly Asher's voice suddenly takes on a serious tone, and I can see the smallest flicker of anger behind his golden eyes, like a solar flare in a black hole. It comes and goes in an instant, and I didn't finish the sentence. So I don't know.
Love it.
But that's the last sentence that I wrote. So that's where we are. We're about to have there's a interesting seed that is being planted in this very moment with our boy Asher, and boy oh boy, does it cause some trouble later. But that's a problem for future Cody.
Oh my gosh. I just feel like I can't wait to I've already read your first books. I can't wait to read this like your words like in a different genre.
Oh, it's a totally different voice than my like thriller voice. I'm finding like it's very a lot of interiority.
Yeah.
So, but I'm having a great time with it, and I'm
I
just
love it.
just kind of not only exploring the story, but like been learning stuff about myself through this. So I'm just like it's having a good time.
I've actually had so many moments like that with this book that I'm writing now too,
Mhm.
just like discovering things about myself like in my personal life aside from writing as I'm like it's like almost like I'm working through things. Do you know what I
I
mean?
love
I
it.
feel like writing does that. Well, art does that in general.
I'm sorry. It does what?
Just like
It cut out.
it helps you work through things in
Oh,
life.
truly, yes. I all the time. I'll be reading some of my like writing, and I'm like, I know exactly what I was going through during the time I was writing it because so much of what I was dealing with at that time, I sort of uncovered it through the stories that I was writing and like learning how to process it and deal with it through these characters that were in a way like a different like reality version of me going through this, super crazy situation, but also exploring all of these things that I felt just needed to be explored within
Yeah.
myself to like, deal with and stuff. So 100%. And Brandon Sanderson says it all the time. He was like, everyone, everyone should do art, whether it be painting, writing, drawing, theater, whatever art form you take, you choose. It teaches self-discipline, it teaches empathy, it teaches so much about the human experience that it's like an invaluable thing. Like even if you never plan to publish anything or actually, do anything with your writing, just the act of sitting down and putting yourself in another character's shoes and learning from them and their, being able to relate to them and have empathy for them, like it's like you can't find that anywhere else than you
Yeah, I
can within
agree.
yourself and your art. So
100%.
yes, 100% for sure. Ooh, and that wrapped up just perfect because wouldn't you know, it's time to do it again. Are we so excited?
Yes,
All
hopefully I can
right.
double my word count this time.
Yes. All right. I need everyone to drop stars in the chat or a book emoji, whatever you're feeling, whatever you want to send the good buzz of writing vibes and energy into the chat, into the stream to all of our fellow writers here tonight. Spam the chat with whatever emojis bring you the best vibes, the best writing vibes. And we will see you in 40 minutes. Good luck. See you on the other side. How'd you do?
About the same as before.
About 100 words?
Yeah,
And
not
lots
great.
of word hippo?
Yeah, I just like I'm struggling to capture like it's very disorienting and I'm trying to like get that across, but it's hard because obviously like I've never been in that situation before, so like, how am I going to
Yeah.
describe it? So like trying to make it up in my head, it's just very very hard. I think this is just going to be a difficult chapter for me to write, but it's all good. How about you? How'd you do?
It went well. I finished my 1,000 words. I got 1,041 for the day, to be exact. I literally finished that like with a minute to spare. And so I went ahead and updated my little track there. And yeah, so I finished my 1,000. That's all I was trying to do today. So
That's awesome. Congrats.
feel good about it.
That's great news.
Let's see. Note to self: major research on Fae glamours, etc. I need more ideas. Ooh, this sounds like fun. Edited, so now I have less words. That's so relatable. I feel like for me, if I'm doing editing like or revisions, I do not track word count. I track like time spent because if you go by word count, I feel so defeated whenever the word count goes down. Unless that's your goal. Unless you're trying to cut down on words, that's different. I guess that would be a whole different thing. But anyway, are you like that, Charlie? Would you feel like with revisions you more focus on like time spent than you do like drafting?
Yeah, I would say so, but I also think that it kind of depends on where I'm at in revisions because like if I know I need to add words, like for example with Project Daydream, I definitely need to add words to that. So I think I would track that, but when I'm actually editing like line by line, I would track time.
Yeah, 100%. Cedar got 966 words this time, and I'm nearing another spot I've been looking forward to. Oh, we love that. I think on Taylor and Natalie's stream, I think Anna Robbins calls those cookie scenes. Like it's like a reward to get to those scenes because you're excited to write them. So I love that. Another 733 for a total of 1,555 for these sprints. Hope my noggin will let me rest without trying to continue tonight. I hope you're able to get some rest as well because you have crushed it. Hit 660, called it a night about halfway through. Very nice. Isn't your daily goal 500? So you crushed it, Christina. Very nice. Cassie got 400, had to stop early. My hand hurts. Hey, you wrote almost like 1,000 words by hand. So yeah, my hand would hurt too. But slay, you ate that. Need to update my track bear. Yeah, I've been, the only reason I've been doing it is because I have the streak and I cannot lose my streak. I'm currently on a 14-day streak because today's day 14 of the 90-day novel challenge. So I've kept the streak. I've written every day. There was only one day out of all these days where I didn't hit my 1,000 words, but that's because we were traveling and on flights and off flights, and it was a wild, crazy day. And so, but I did still write. But I got my streak. It's still going, which is neat. It's almost like a motivator in itself because I don't want to break it because I'll be so sad if I lose all of these days. I guess it's like, Duolingo too. They have streaks on there and stuff.
Oh, so true. I love Duolingo for that.
Yes. Anything that has a streak, I'm like, I have to keep it up.
Same.
Alyssa said, finally got some words on the page. We'll continue writing tonight. Roughly 17 words as a start. If I get it to 100, we'll treat myself with something. You got this, Alyssa. But we have reached the end of our stream this evening. Charlie, do you have anything you would like to plug or tell the people?
I mean, sure. Hi, I'm Charlie, obviously. And you could find me here on YouTube. I am currently on a little bit of a break from making writing vlogs, but I do those. And I do live streams every Wednesday night and Saturday morning. So you can find me there. And on Instagram at Charlie Really Writes as well.
Yes. Anytime that I do a live stream, if you're ever wanting to follow any of the people on Instagram, every day of the live stream, I post like on my story and I tag all of the guests, so you can go and follow their Instagram pages. Just in case you didn't know that, I've been posting frequently on my stories and doing like daily updates with like word counts and stuff. So if you're interested in that, go to Instagram. You can follow all these cool people that I have on the channel. So with that, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Charlie, for being here. Chat, y'all absolutely rocked it out tonight and made all kinds of progress. Quick little announcement. The stream that is normally on Thursday, we're moving that to Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. I forgot that my friend is in a show and she got me tickets to her show on Thursday. And so I was like, oh, I have double booked myself. So it all worked out. All the same people will be on the channel just on Friday at 6 p.m. So this week just got a little wonky, but you know what? We rolling with the punches. So with that,